90-Day Fiancé, 8 Signs Kalani's Turning into a Monster. 90-Day Fiancé star Kalani Fagata wants fans to give her sympathy because Ashelu cheated on her, but she also cheated on him with Dallas News. 90-Day Fiancé star Kalani Fagata is deserving of sympathy, but is also to blame for the demise of her relationship with Ashelu Pula. The California-based Kalani started her reality TV career with 90-Day Fiancé Season 6 when she welcomed Ashelu from Samoa to the U.S. on a Key 1 visa. While Kalani gave birth to 2 babies with Ashelu within a short period, his immaturity made her look at him as her third child and not an equal partner. Kalani tried to get a divorce from Ashelu, but her family pressure made the situation complicated. She wanted her kids to have a father and continued to stay in the miserable marriage. However, once Kalani got a way out of the marriage with Ashelu, there was no looking back. She began a relationship with a man named Dallas News while she was still married to Ashelu. Kalani and Ashelu split during 90-Day, the last resort, and she made her new relationship with Dallas Instagram official. Kalani is being celebrated for choosing her happiness over Ashelu. However, Kalani's villainous ways got overshadowed in the process. Drama queen Angela was once considered an entertainer, but it didn't take her long to become a franchise villain. The no-filter Angela has gotten into feuds on the show and in real life with the most innocent of cast members. Her physical fights with her friends eventually get forgotten when she apologizes to the cast member, but fans never forget Angela's controversial actions, which make her look truly dangerous. However, things do start looking toxic when Angela befriends a cast member and similarities between them start to surface. Kalani and Angela got drunk and bonded over their cheating husbands on 90-Day, the last resort. Kalani revealed she'd gone out with Angela before. She saw a lot of similarities between herself and Angela. She thought they both had big hearts and they took care of people around them. Meanwhile, Kalani also praised Angela on her Instagram by calling her one of her favorite humans. When Angela is one of the most disliked cast members of the franchise, and fans have even created petitions for Angela to be fired and banned from appearing on more shows. Kalani, saying she was thankful to be her friend, said a lot about how Kalani is as a person. Kalani has been accused of gaslighting Ashelu in the past. There was a scene between the couple in 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 6, where she manipulated a romantic conversation between them about intimacy. Ashelu loves language as food, and it's how he expresses himself when it comes to romance. However, Kalani shut down Ashelu by telling him, "My brother brings me food." She shut down Ashwelu's feelings and started crying to make herself look like the victim. She made it look as if Ashwelu's feelings were not valid. Kalani was slammed by fans for dismissing Ashwelu's efforts. It's when fans started noticing that Kalani always wanted to come across as the righteous, perfect partner who was dealing with the partner who was always wrong. Kalani played the victim the entire time she was with Ashelu on multiple shows, and when she needed sympathy, she started with the waterworks. Kalani often spoke sarcastically to Ashelu, knowing he couldn't understand the taunts due to their language barrier. To Kalani, her feelings were more valid than Ashwelu's, and it was the same even on 90-Day, the last resort. Kalani and Ashelu arrive at 90-Day, the last resort, as a couple with a dark secret and issues that perhaps could never be resolved because of Kalani's involvement with another man. Ashelu had already taken the blame for their dying marriage on himself when he started to reveal why he decided to opt for couples therapy with Kalani. Ashelu said he wanted to work on himself. He accepted what he did was bad and that the reason they were there was because of him. Kalani spoke about Ashelu cheating on her by kissing a mystery woman in Samoa and getting a yeast infection on his tongue. She said Ashelu gave her a hall pass to go and kiss some other man to make things even, but he trusted her not to go ahead with it. Kalani told Ashelu that she kissed a man she met on social media. However, it was on 90-Day, the last resort, in front of all the cast members and therapists, that Kalani revealed she'd done more than just kissing. She waited for therapy to tell Ashelu that things between her and the other man escalated further to oral sex, and then after that it escalated into actual sex. Ashelu was devastated by Kalani's revelation, her texting him secretly, thinking Ashelu couldn't tell. Ashelu maintained that he never kept in touch with the people he cheated on her with. "I didn't know Kalani had sex with him," said Ashelu, who became worried about how serious things between his wife and the other man were at that point. Kalani claimed she'd made a real connection with Dallas. She said she lacked a connection like that in her marriage. After Kalani and Ashelu spilled their guts in the first session, she promised him that she was going to block Dallas. Kalani said she unblocked him when she supposedly saw Ashelu deleting some messages she thought were from other women from his phone. Kalani not only unblocked Dallas but also made plans to meet him. Dallas flew to where Kalani was filming 90 Day, the last resort. She left the resort to meet him and ended up spending the night with Dallas. Ashelu tried looking for his wife the next day only for her to lie to him about where she was and who she was with. Kalani came to the resort to work on their marriage for the sake of their kids but ended up cheating on Ashelu herself. Ashelu broke down in tears when Kalani called an emergency session to tell Ashelu that she hooked up with Dallas when he came to see her. She said she had to fight to get even an ounce of kindness, affection, and love out of Ashelu when she didn't have to do the same thing with Dallas. She acknowledged Ashelu was trying hard, but it was too late now. Ashelu told the cameras, "I feel like I do my best and I'm trying, and it failed." The Simone man still had hope that he and Kalani could get back together someday. However, Kalani had already made up her mind to divorce him and divorce him quickly. 90 Day Fiancé star Kalani hoped for Ashelu to deal with everything so he could move on just like she had with Dallas. Rebounds and relationships that start as affairs have lesser chances of lasting, and the same can be predicted about Kalani's relationship with Dallas. Kalani has been seeking validation in her relationships, and it's something that's tied to her feeling of self-worth. Kalani should have given herself time to heal from her broken marriage instead of deciding to jump into another serious relationship. Kalani's poor choices have almost always landed her in trouble, and her decision to date Dallas isn't getting her any sympathy either from 90 Day Fiancé fans.